Hey guys, it's Angel. In my last video, I mentioned I'd be doing a part 2 of the new Twinkle Tea products that they just released, and I showed a little preview of these pretty new chrome powders, and here we are. If you haven't watched my last video, you should probably stop everything you're doing right now because nothing in your life is more important than these hollow flakies. I'll link that video down below. These chrome powders are different than the duochrome type we've been seeing, as these are just one color. They are $6 each, or you could buy the whole set for $32. I'll be using them with gel polish. You could technically use these with regular polish, but regular top coat will dull the finish and make it more frosty and just metallic. So unfortunately, these do work best with gel. For my base coat and easy peelable removal, I used Peel Off Base Coat. And for my black gel base, I used Bundle Monster Cocktail Dress, and I did 2 coats and cured for 60 seconds in between each layer in my Melody Susie gel lamp. This is a one-step gel polish, meaning that there's no tacky layer to remove in between each of the layers, so these are so easy to use. You just paint it on and then cure. And since it's a one-step gel, the powders, the flakies, they stick directly to the surface with no other sort of glue or anything that you have to put on it. These make it so easy to use powders. First up is Jokester, which is a cerulean blue chrome, and in the jar all of these powders look white, but you can see here when I'm mixing it around with my black tweezers, that's when the magical color happens. And then I just use a makeup wedge to pick up a little bit of the powder. You really only need a little bit, but I always find myself using way too much. And you just apply it to the nail by buffing it on. Now you can see that this is applying super quickly. You can cover the whole nail in just a few swipes, and then you just do a little bit of buffing to really get it to stick to the nail and bring out that shine. And then once the whole nail is covered, I use a fluffy eyeshadow brush to brush off all of the excess. This one's double-ended, so I like that it has a more flat concealer type end so that I can get in all of the cuticle area and really get that out. Now it's important to get all of the loose powder off of your nail before you add top coat, because that will keep the surface super smooth. Like, the top coat tends to pull up some of the grains of the powder and then it makes it look more sparkly instead of the mirror chrome finish that we're going for. And then I applied gel top coat. This is also from Bundle Monster. I will have all of the products linked down below. And then I cured for 60 more seconds. So here is how Jokester looks on all nails, and this one is one of my favorites out of the new colors just because that blue is so juicy or something. It just really feels like summer to me, even though sadly summer is going to end soon. Next up is Charmer, which is more of a Merlot, kind of a berry burgundy. Ooh, doesn't it sound so romantic? So here it is applied with the makeup wedge, and in other videos I've used the eyeshadow applicators and I've also used the silicone burnishing tip. I do have a video where I go a little bit more in depth about applying powders in my Unicorn Chrome video. I'll link that one down below. Now I used a 2-step process to really make a mirror finish with that powder, but I felt like these didn't need that. Like, they applied perfectly with just the sponge. They're so easy to use. Now, even though these aren't duochrome powders, they're only one color, I did find that depending on where you are, if you're in a colorful room or outside, they did sort of reflect other colors around you and just looked really pretty on. Here is the finished mani with Charmer, and this color is so rich and luxurious. I think it's perfect for fall and going into the holidays. I could really envision myself wearing this to some glamorous holiday party, although I would have to be invited to that party first. Next up is Twiller, a Molten Violet, and I'm just going to say it now, this is my favorite out of all of the colors. This one just spoke to me on another level. This is like what my dreams are made out of. They're made out of molten purple metal. And I felt like all of them were obviously very shiny, but this one almost seemed like it was just a touch shinier than the other ones. It just applied a little bit better. I mean, all of them apply the same, but this one just a touch better. And if you watched my Hollow Flaky video, I showed some accidental nail art because I was wearing this on my other hand and the hollow flakes were sticking to it. And it was just so beautiful in the sun. Oh my goodness, the combination is perfection. And here is the finished mani with Twiller, and this one just makes me think of Halloween and spooky things. Like I want to dress up as a purple vampire in this one. Am I the only one that makes up imaginary scenarios when I do my nails? I don't know. Next up is Juggler, a sapphire chrome. Now I've used nail powders. I can't even count the amount of times that I've used them, and every time I use them, I'm still just amazed that it sticks to the gel polish. Like, how is this doing this? What is this magic? This color was so beautiful. I think I would like a car this color, although I'd probably blind everybody with when the sun would reflect on it. And I felt like all the colors kind of deepened a little bit once I added the gel top coat. I don't know if that's just the extra layer of shine that makes it appear a little bit more rich. And here is the finished mani with Juggler, and this one was so, I know I've already said it, but it was very rich and luxurious, and I think this one would be perfect for winter nail art. I could so see this with some snowflakes over it. Next up is Puppeteer, a gunmetal chrome, and I felt like, I don't know, you guys let me know, I feel like there's almost just a very slight tint of blue to this one. And I was just looking at it compared to the mirror chrome powders, and it's very different. The mirror chrome powders are more of like a very icy white silver, and this one has a little bit more dimension than that. Here's the top coat, and is there anybody out there, I feel like I knew why this happens, but I already forgot, why the top coat kind of breaks apart on top of different nail powders? Is that something I'm doing wrong, or is it just that it can't grip onto the surface of the nail? I want to know. And here's the finished mani with Puppeteer, and I felt really cool in these. Like, they kind of gave me like a 90s grunge vibe. Like, you know, I'm too cool for school, I'm too cool for the room, I'm gonna go listen to some Nirvana. And last up we have Ringmaster, which is a golden green chrome. Now I'm looking back here at my notes I wrote down when I was applying each color, and I wrote down that this one didn't apply as well as the other ones. But I'm kind of second guessing myself because reviewing this footage right here, I don't really see that. I'm just seeing a really pretty golden green color. But I do gotta say, overall, these chrome powders are so easy to use. They go on so quickly. It's a really quick, easy way to get a pretty mani. So here is the finished mani with Ringmaster, and you know what these reminded me of. I am so excited to get these in the mail, but I got the new Key sunglasses from Desi Perkins in the army green color. And this is what they're making me think of. I can't wait to be so cool in my new sunglasses. So that completes my video for the 6 new Twinkle Tea chrome powders, and I gotta say my favorites in this order are Twiller, the purple, Jokester, the cerulean blue, and then Juggler, the sapphire blue. Now I did enjoy all of the colors, but those I think are my favorite. I wish I would have had time to do stamping over these, but unfortunately I just didn't. But I think they would look amazing with nail art over them. They would be such a cool and interesting base. Let me know if you guys plan on picking any of these up, or if you have a favorite. I would love to know. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at twy_star. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.